What's up, my dudes? Hold on 1 second. What? It's really funny when you think about the fact that PS2 games needed like 8 megabytes to store multiple save games, and nowadays we have 500 gigabytes and a single FIFA character, not even a save, is about 25 megabytes. It's due to optimization, and relatively recent too. They can reduce save file / game / asset sizes, but they choose not to use that time and resources in others, but I wish they did, honestly. What? I'm pretty sure that like, in terms of like 3D graphics, like the sizes of the assets and stuff, it's not, you can't really like compress it down to a few hundred kilobytes. Like if you've got like high resolution textures and shit, you kind of have to have a lot of space to save that stuff. You can't just compress everything infinitely. But I mean, in terms of like programs and whatnot, I'm sure things have gotten a little bit more bloated as people pile on features and stuff that maybe systems can't necessarily handle. I think you see this in cell phones a lot. But not everything. Save sizes have nothing to do with the graphics of the game. Which are well, no, I'm more talking about the 500 gigabyte game here. Save sizes are probably pretty small. I imagine that a save size for any game should just be like text information, right? Nothing related to graphical anything, I would think. Pretty sure. Unless you're doing some kind of custom image or creation. Yeah, sure. What about my save game file for my Adobe Photoshop, you fucking idiot? That file is huge. I think saves for games like Skyrim are big because the save file includes also a ton of data regarding different objects around the world. But even like saving, how big is a Skyrim save file? Because I would imagine that like positional data should just be 2 numbers, right? Or 3 numbers, right? An X, Y, and a Z coordinate. 21.2 megabytes. That's huge. Size of my level 20 character in my game at level 60, they're about 28 megabytes. What all is in a Skyrim save? It's much more than the coordinates, dog. Think about the states of every NPC and item. Yeah, but all of that can be stored as just like text, right? Like what all would you need? Like position could be saved as like an XYZ coordinate, right? The direction they face would just be like an XYZ coordinate, right? I mean, like, in terms of positional data, that would be it. Location, inventory. I mean, inventory could just be saved as, like, item names, right? Like a list of items. How do you get, like, something like this built up to 28 megabytes of data? Skills and all of that would just be a list, right? Skills for every NPC? Sure, but if we bloated this to say even like 500 NPCs, how much data do you think this would be? Imagine thousands upon thousands of objects. Is every single object really saved like that, though? I imagine that once you leave an area and come back, the object is reset. Does it really remember every single object you moved? I guess that if that's the case, then you can start to pile up a fuck ton of data in a save file, right? Because then you literally have thousands of objects that could have been manipulated by a player. $20 megabytes is about 1 million lines of 300 characters. Holy shit. Are we talking about entire save files or only character save files? Because entire save files can include things like enemy state. Okay, so if there's a game dev in here, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're saying a lot of stuff to try to make it sound like it's more complicated, right? And I could be wrong on this, but when you say we're talking about because entire save files can include things like enemies, state of ammunition, position, health, etc., NPCs and stuff like random objects. All of these things are like single lines of text. It's not like you're saving graphics or like textures or anything, right? Or audio. These are like all accounted for like in one line of text, no? I don't understand how this can amount to being 30 megabytes of data. $25 megabytes is around 25 million characters. That just, it sounds unfathomable to me that you can get save files that are dozens of megabytes in size. For every enemy, you need their skills, levels, name, ID, armor properties. Okay, sure, but like how, like... Is this actually for, this is for Skyrim? You would need like millions and millions of lines of this stuff in order to actually make like a 25 megabyte file. There's also the NPC AI shit. If you save while enemies are aggroed, they remember that. But again, that's just a single, that I imagine that would just be like a single toggle, like on or off, like aggressive or passive or whatever, right? Did you guys see this meteor crash earlier in the US? I think this is on Reddit. Bethesda games are huge because there's so much to keep track of and none of it resets. If you knock a vase over and the game remembers exactly where it ends up resting, it keeps that. If you come back 50 hours later, it will still be knocked over in the exact position it was before. I guess, yeah, I guess in that case, objects would start to stack up. This is what happens when you save the exact state and property of tens of millions of items. A Factorio save. I can understand this because on a Factorio save, you're saving every single item on the belt, right? Do you think they have any kind of compression algorithm for that at all? Like, do you think that like a full belt of iron could be compressed into like a smaller string or something, right? Or do you think that every single individual item is accounted for in that save file? The newer Factorio patches treat many items on a belt as a long string instead. Oh, yeah. The fuck? Oh, I lost my mouse for a second. Sure, you could do compression, but why would you want to compress save files with modern SSDs, and HDs? I don't know, principles of design? Maybe? Don't you want to keep, I don't know. I feel like if you want to look at like a failure, in modern day, like principles of design, I don't know if I'm using that correctly, but I think that like Android is a good platform to investigate for how shitty, lazy programming and bloated shit can make exceedingly advanced technology look fucking horrible. That was always the one big advantage that Apple had over Android. Do I use an iPhone? No, I've got a Pixel XL2. Or Pixel 2 XL? I don't know. I think it's Pixel 2 XL. Windows 10 is pretty bloated with useless features. They do the same thing. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, sure.
Closing parenthesis.
Didn't you have an S8? I still have my S8. I just don't use it anymore. Fuck that bloated piece of shit. Fuck that. I will never buy a Samsung phone again. At first, it was not a big deal. When I initially bought it, I was like, I don't care. It's okay. We'll get over it. But no. No. The Bixby button was too much for me. I click that shit so fucking often, dude. Oh, is the Pixel? Pixel's good. Do iPhones have bloatware? No. Apple is incredibly careful with how they cultivate the user experience. It is easily the largest advantage that Apple has over the Android platform, where Android has no fucks given whatsoever about user experience, and there are a fuck ton of horrible Android phones as a result of that. This is way too fucking loud. Do NPCs on screen really reduce spawn rates? It's because Android is open source, although to be fair, Google could fix it overnight by mandating all. No, of course, it's trade-offs. It's just trade-offs. I'm sorry. I forget that like when I say things, people take it as like an absolute decrement of the platform. I like the Android platform, and I enjoy things that are more customizable. But there are trade-offs. Things that are more customizable or more open source or more accessible means that de facto there's going to be more shitty versions of it, right? Whereas Apple takes the opposite approach. Apple says if you're stated in a pro form. The Android design philosophy is, here's Android, do what you want with it, make what you want with it, be beautiful, and do whatever your heart desires, right? The Apple design philosophy is, we are going to control the experience from the top down so that every single time you touch an iPhone, you're going to have a positive experience, period, right? These are the design philosophies stated in the positive form. And then in like the con form, for Google, there's a million different Android phones out there, and 900,000 of them are fucking shit. And then in the Apple form, you know, like whatever iPhone you have, it can only ever do what we want iPhones to do, whatever, right? Like, how far away do you have to be from NPCs for it to stop impacting spawn raids? What customization is so attractive in an Android phone? I don't fucking know, dude. Go find an Android fanboy. Where is Kyle? I don't know. We might be going out for steak dinner tonight. So I'm probably only streaming until, I think, like 9. Android is a better computer than iPhones are? I don't know what that means. I'm pretty sure the iPhone processors are superior right now. What is it? The AX10 or the I don't remember what the fucking processor meme name is. Doesn't Apple force you to upgrade to the newest phone by massively cutting the current generation? I don't know if that's true or not. I've never looked into it, and I don't trust the average phone user to actually know if that's what's happening or not, so I'm not sure. Actually, I don't trust anybody when it comes... Actually, I'm not sure who I read when I trust when it comes to cell phone. Cell phone shit is so fucked by fanboys that it's really hard to tell. I have a really hard time telling who's being honest versus who's just like fanboying their platform, so it's really hard for me. I'm not sure. Oh, the black dude on YouTube, the Marquise Brown. I shouldn't say that black dude, but that guy does pretty good shit. I think his shit is usually pretty good, based on what I've seen at least. One day. I figure we're pretty close to beating the game, right? That's why I don't want to organize the chest. Just fuck it, dude. Wait for the fucking game to end. I know I put a fuck ton of mud in one of these. More than this. Yep. Will be the next single player game? I'll probably do They Are Billions.
Hey Siri, Destiny could have played that better, right? Siri, yes he could have. Bonus meme ferret lol.
Oh my god. I'm passing them over again and again. Oh. There they are. Are we unbanned from League? Thanks, Certes. I don't know, let me check. No, Jared. My childhood hero.
Which is to use this concept of Darwinian truth and to look at this sort of distilled historic ancient wisdom that is in the stories that we write down.
Are we talking about our Jungian archetype shit?
But yeah, here he is just doing what every other religious person does, which is cherry pick the Bible and interpret it in the way he wants. Which, you know, is... You can do that, and you can come up with a way to live your life and some guidelines or instructions, but at the end of the day, it's interesting how it never goes to the future. It's interesting that, like, you know, Jared, let me ask you this: what is the, or whatever, any biblical scholar, what does the Bible say about living on Mars? Is it moral to live on Mars? Is it immoral?
Wait, are they praising Jordan Peterson or
Because
bashing him?
I guarantee you, in the future, people are going to be, 100 years from now, there will be people interpreting the Bible, passages, and saying this means we shouldn't live on Mars, or this means we shouldn't put our brains in the computer, which we can do with technology. Now, 100 years later, I'm speaking from that point of view, and there will be people saying, oh, the Bible clearly says this about living on Mars. Right? But it's like, it's funny, it's not until we get there that we start, you know, cherry picking the Bible about it, right? It's not like, you know, we shouldn't put our brains in computers. There'll be a massive anti-brain and computer movement from the religious right because it's wrong. It clearly states in the Bible, you know, when Jesus said this, right? It's because, you know, it's this issue of new technology and new things we can do that require moral guidance, and then you...
Okay. Wow. Wait. Fuck. Oh, actually, never mind. Fuck it. Well, never mind. Fuck it. Hold on. Oh, I saw that. Apparently Notch donated like $12,000 to Sargon's GoFundMe. Jesus Christ, dude. Ma memes. Gamer boys. Anyone else in here a true gamer? A hardcore gamer? That fail when you buy Notch for your kid, for your 6-year-old son, and you end up inadvertently supporting Carl Benjamin. Whew. Nathan is directly responsible for keeping Sargon of Akkad out of jail. Wait, there's a truffle one. Fuck off. Are you going to give testimony about how Carl's... Actually, do you think I would be able to hop on? Do you think I would? If I were to email the lady and say like, hey, Carl's done the same thing to me, do you think you can like form a, like join forces? Is that possible? Or even like to serve as like another witness or something? Where is esports Batman at? Class action? I don't know if 2 people counts as a class action lawsuit. In regards to Sargon stealing other people's content and uploading it on alternate channels, he counterclaimed the what is hitting me? Is this shit going through walls? He counterclaimed a lady whose content that he stole, and so she's taking him to court. He counterclaimed me too, but I don't want to spend the fucking money to do that shit. Although I could. Technically, I have this a similar case that she would. But yeah, I'm not gonna pay fucking lawyer for an international fucking case. Fuck that shit. It might have been on his main channel. It doesn't matter, but yeah. Missing truffle worm? Wait, I got it, didn't I? Yeah. There's another one? Oh, well, rip. Hey, does anybody know if, here's your homework for right now. Has Aydin tweeted anything mean about me doxing people, whatever, in the past, like, month or so? I feel like there was a thing that she mentioned somewhere. Isn't that why he got really fucking mad and posted that image on Twitter about his account getting shut down? He didn't actually read that image he posted. He didn't get mad, he laughed about it. He didn't read the image that he posted that said that his account would get shut down. That's why he was so mad when his account did get shut down. He had no idea it was coming. I don't know if he can't read or what. I really do wonder sometimes.
Wowee, 1 more month until I'm born, Daddy Wowee.
Wowee. Didn't he counterclaim my videos? Not until just recently. And then in order to counterclaim, you have to basically show up with a court order, which I don't feel like doing. He didn't read the DMCA shit? No, he didn't. Yeah, I think Sargon, yeah, someone in chat said, I think Sargon normally just reads like the first sentence of something and then like that's it. Like he's pretty fucking stupid. Fighting the culture wars, boys. Read this. What?
Tennis all splintered, folded in the inner. Another lonely night, visiting is for beginners. Forcing my own sin before I give up. The summer's coming back, but it feels more like it's winter. The line between my heart and my mind is growing thinner. I felt the similar weight before this, I remember. Kindle legs in her boats, issues at the factory. My marbles scattered far, they rarely ever come back to me. Fast asleep, with both eyes open. See, my description is known psychosis, flow like an ocean.
Okay. I feel like that. It's mastered like really aggressively. Everything is very loud. Has Blizzard paid you your money yet? Not yet. Most companies paying like a net 60, I think. So I don't know. Has it been 60 days since the end of that shit yet?
I've lost 100 pounds. Say something nice to me.
Wow, good job. 100 pounds down. Only 150 pounds of worthless human left. Keep going, buddy. Fucking got him. I'm just kidding. Good job, dude. Is it just me, or is the donation song really weird? I heard some people saying yesterday that the sound of the stream was sounding a little bit strange. I don't know if the new low latency thing might be influencing the stream somehow, but... Destiny listened to Pogo before? Hell yeah, I knew about Pogo way back in a long time ago. Does anybody follow Pogo stuff a lot, or? The, one big meme that I feel like I remember about Pogo, but this might not be a fair characterization. I think that Pogo wanted to stop doing, like, meme content. God damn it. Like Disney movies and shit, and he wanted to start, like, traveling the world, like, sampling, like, real people and whatnot and doing that content. But, I don't think those videos were getting quite as many views. And so he had like a huge like meltdown where he was like, I don't know, I feel like I remember reading like YouTube comments or shit where he's like, listen, if you guys don't want to support this type of content, I'll just go back to doing the Disney shit if nobody cares about this type of stuff. Does anybody remember this? Am I the only guy that... Did anybody else here follow like Pogo stuff closely, or... Pogo is hella red-pilled? Yeah, he also got banned from the US because he fucked some visa shit up. He overstayed a visa or something too. And he was super salty about that as well. Dairy Quail found Aiden's tweets above you. Oh, sick. Wait, link it again.
Please help, this is Kitten. I'm stuck in Dunebug's basement. Text disorder is dead down here and I managed to sneak upstairs. I don't know how much puppy I can live down here. Please send help. Monkus.
What's your approach to streaming as a business? Are you happy with the state of your community content? Do you think there are ways to grow your stream? I remember you saying you're very risk averse in a conversation with Harkton, or so maybe maintaining status quo until somebody who comes along. I mean, I'm okay with everything. We're just chilling. We're just gelling like a felon, okay? He was on Steven Crowder's show. Oh no, our music guy.
Bumped my beats for too long.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you letting us do it and not hitting us with a copyright strike. We wish we could say the same for Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, I might be working on it.
Yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, we'll be hit with 3 hard strikes, and where did Crowder go?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have so much to get into. Let me ask you this first off. For people who don't know, wonderful musician, DJ. But for a while, I was like, hey, man, do you want to come on the show? You're like, I don't really know if that's my thing. And now I've seen you're sort of being more outspoken personally, and you're incredibly articulate, cerebral. What was the reason for the change?
Oh, I appreciate the compliments. The change, I don't know. I just kind of realized that Pogo can be more than just an outlet for music. Like, I want to meet people through my work, and I have, and I want to meet more people. And you guys have inspired me. I mean, you know, when you go to my SoundCloud channel, it's just Pogo, it's just music. But when you go to Louder with Crowder, it's like, you know, it's what you see is what you get. It's you, it's Jared.
Right.
And I really love that idea.
Oh, God. I love how much we love it when celebrities get involved in politics, as long as they agree with us. Who's Pogo? Pogo makes music. He usually cuts together like nonsensical words or whatever, and then makes like songs out of it from like old movies and shit. Have you ever been interested or tried day trading? Maybe, I don't know. It would be like a whole other life skill that I would have to pick up. Like, there's a lot that goes into that shit. Listen, my history as a trader is actually thus far like amazing. Okay, I'm like really, really lucky with my trade so far, because almost everything I've done in trading has been like really profitable. I made like 20% on my Twitter trades over like 3 months when I bought and sold that, even after fees and taxes. I made like a decent chunk of money. And then I doubled my prior Bitcoins from 1 to 2 before Mt. Gox went under. And then assuming that I do well on this Bitcoin trade, I'm like a purely positive trader, dude. I make huge gains, right? Bernie Madoff coming at ya. Is he still in jail? Whatever happened to that? Wait, did he never go to jail? He's in for life? Oh. Rip. Damn. Okay, never mind. I don't want to be Birdie Man off then. He died in jail. Oh. Yeah, in the United States, if you want to rip people off and make a lot of money, you can't rip off rich people. That's really stupid. That was Bernie's problem. Yeah, that was his problem. If you want to rip off people, you gotta rip off like poor and middle class people. Then you're Gucci, and no one gives a fuck about what you do. But if you rip off other rich people, whoo, you're gonna get fucked. He's still alive, but serving 150 years in jail. Gotcha. That's why Shkreli's in jail? Nah, Shkreli is in jail because he's autistic, I think, legitimately. I think that's maybe why he takes issue with like the autistic jokes or whatever. I think he actually has like some sort of, I shouldn't really say that, I can't really like actually diagnose that, but it seems like he had a really hard time understanding how people perceived his actions. He fucked himself so hard. Can't say shit back. He's in jail. Remember when he called you a friend? I don't hate Shkreli or anything. I think he would agree with most of what I've said, though. I think that Shkreli thought that he was invincible, and I don't think he would disagree with anything I'm saying. I guess I could be wrong, but. You should write to him? Oh, we can have a letter writing stream? How long is he in prison for? It was less than 10 years, wasn't it? I thought the court shouldn't take stuff unrelated to his case into context. How could Shkreli's shenanigans fuck him? Well, firstly, didn't he lose the ability to post bail because of his Hillary Clinton comments? Or am I wrong on that? Oof. I should look this up, because if I don't... Wait, what the fuck? Why can't I break this? Inactive stone blocks. What the fuck is this shit? Kyle. So, like, that's a bad thing. I think in terms of, like, I don't know, like, a lot of stuff that happens, oh, fuck. I wish I had, like, a lawyer dude to talk to here, because I don't want to say something that's wrong, and then you fucking retards go repeat it. A lot of stuff in the legal system in the United States is somewhat discretionary. So discretionary means that you can practice discretion when you decide what to do, which means basically you have a choice on whether you want to do something or you don't want to do something. So an example of somebody practicing discretion would be a cop pulls you over because you were speeding, but he looks at your record and you seem like a chill dude, and aka you're white, and he's like, okay, yeah, whatever, dude, just keep going, That's the police officer, even though you broke the law, he practiced some discretion there, and he was like, okay, fine, whatever. I think that, like, if you go to court and you've got like a good lawyer, and the lawyer's arguing like, look, like my dude is like pretty chill, like, yeah, he fucked up, with his DUI or some shit, but like it's the only one he's ever had, the judge or even the DA can exercise some discretion, like, okay, well, we'll let these charges plead down, or like they don't have to do that. It's not like in the books that like you have to plead this charge down if the person is X good. Or the judge in sentencing, the judge can exercise some discretion, like, okay, you know what, dude, you made a mistake. I'm not going to throw the book at you completely. I'm going to give you, like, the judge can exercise, right? So it seems to me that a lot of the judicial stuff, or a lot of the our judicial system, our criminal justice system, has a lot of discretion involved. So when Martin Shkreli makes himself out to be the worst type of fucking person he can be, and is constantly being a dick everywhere, that discretion is going to hurt him. He's going to get like the max on everything. Nobody's going to let him post bail. Nobody's going to let him, so it's not so much that like because you're a dick we're going to charge you with more crimes. It's more like because you're a dick we're not going to do you any favors. Does that make sense? This is why, like, if you go to court or whatever, like, you need to be really polite to the judge. You need to show up on time. You should wear something that looks nice. You should be presentable. All of these things help you immensely. You don't want to show up with, like, a bunch of fucking, like, looking like a fucking clown or whatever, and not being respectful or whatever to the people around you, because you have a much higher chance of getting fucked if you do that. If what you're saying is true, Destiny, Martin didn't know that. I caught one of his streams where he was pointing out sentencing guidelines saying he'd get 0 time because there was no monetary loss. Yeah, I was really uncomfortable when he was talking on my stream about what he did, because it sounded to me, who's a total fucking layman, which is why I would never second guess Shkreli on anything related to financial crimes, because I would assume that he would know more. But when he was on my stream, he was admitting to me what sounded like fraud, like, so, you know, like, but he made it seem like he had some very strange moral system where well, not strange, but he had like a moral code where he felt like his actions weren't wrong, and I think he thought that mattered, but it didn't. So like, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that what Martin Shkreli did was he looted one of his businesses to pay off people that invested in him so that they wouldn't lose money on their investment. So basically, you join the Martin Shkreli hedge fund, and he guarantees you like 10% return. He's like, oh, well, that sounds sick. So in order to guarantee those returns, if he trades poorly on the market, what he'll do is he goes to one of his companies, he takes money from it, and then he goes to his investors, and then he pays them. Like, which is not legal. You can't do that. That's not legal for a variety of reasons. But he had no problem. He like was fully honest about it. When he was on my stream, he was just totally talking about it. He was like, yeah, you know, I always made sure I took care of my investors. And I'm like, I feel like that's illegal, dude. I don't think you can do that. But yeah, so I don't know, man. Should the discretion be a thing, or is the discretion there because there can be no true objectivity in the judicial system at the moment? I don't know. That's a really tough one. I wouldn't trust myself to give a well-informed answer on that. I mean, personally, I feel like the discretion thing is just rife for abuse. Like, why would you, or I don't know, be rife with abuse? It seems like a bad idea to me. But somebody that's like studied law might have like a good reason for why the discretion is good. I don't know. The whole, like I said, like I have very limited experience with the legal system, but like my experience with the legal system makes it seem like a huge joke. Like when I got busted for, I got pulled over and I had a suspended license. And when I went to Kansas City, I got a traffic judge. And the first time I showed up there, he peeked inside the courtroom and he was like, oh, hold on. Like, I know this judge. She's a massive fucking cunt. Like, we're going to ask for a continuance because she's going to give you like a horrible like sentence or whatever. Like, she's a huge bitch. And I was like, wow. He literally said she was a cunt. I was like, okay. And we got the case continued to like 45 days or 30 days later or whatever. And then when I showed up, he's like, oh, I know this judge. She's super chill. Like, you know, just be cool and like everything will be fine. And then like I pleaded my suspended license ticket down to like a broken tail light or something. I was like, okay. So I don't know. It all just seems like really goofy to me. I'm not sure. I've had to deal with courts a ton, and it's 100% all about getting a lawyer that knows the right people. Yeah. So that, somebody that has a personal relationship with the DA, somebody that knows like the judges and how they work. Like, but I mean, like that seems like really dumb, you know? Like, or it seems to me really stupid. I don't know. My impression of the judge system or court system in the U.S. was never that fucking stupid. I don't know, dude.
Yee.
What reason did the lawyer give for a continuance? I don't fucking know what he said. I don't think you need to give a reason, because I went down myself. I drove down 3 times myself and got a continuance 3 times, and the judge seemed cool with it. The vast majority of cases are ended with plea deals instead of actually going to court, which in my opinion is a huge perversion of justice. I mean, yeah, it seems like it. Again, like, I'm not really comfortable giving, like, judgments, because there might be really good arguments that because I'm not educated on legal shit, that I just don't know because I'm a layman. But yeah, it kind of does, right? Like the whole point of a public trial and everything and public sentencing, like all of that is lost when you make a plea deal, because a lot of the times, the charges will be public. Well, But like if you no, actually I guess I'm thinking of settlements and whatnot. Plea deals are really weird too though, but I was about to think specifically of settlements, like if NDH settlements and shit. That seems like kind of a weird way to settle things. But settlements can only be reached in civil cases, not in criminal cases, right? You can't settle like a criminal charge with the state or something. But you could do a plea deal. Why are you making another mushroom bar? I'm just extending this one so I have more spawn for the truffle dude. You ready to get a truffle more? Yeah, I just want to farm up like 10 of them so I can farm the boss, right? Fuck off. Yeah, and like DAs, the district attorney can even like make a decision on whether or not they even want to prosecute a case, which I think can often, well, not all, I shouldn't, fuck. Whoa, everything I talk about this is totally fucking conjecture. I am not a legal professional, and everything I might be saying could be totally fucking wrong. There might be an educated legal scholar out there that would give you a really good reason about why everything I'm saying is really fucking retarded, okay? Just let me preface with that. Jesus fuck. So like, I've heard that it's possible that like a DA might not even pursue a case just because they don't have the resources to do it, right? So like a DA might say something like, okay, well like we know that this guy, and this is for criminal related stuff even, it could be, I think, right? Where like this guy, you know, technically did this thing, but we're not even gonna prosecute because we just don't have the time or resources to do it right now. Like shit like that is even possible, right? Where are my legal dudes at? Where's the guy at? There was one dude in chat that said he worked with legal shit. If you were not white, do you think you'd have more negative experiences with the officer and went to the cunt judge? Maybe, dude. I can't, it's hard to say. It's hard, because I mean, even if I was black, I'm a really polite person. I am very fucking polite. People don't realize this. A lot of people, it's kind of insulting, but like, if I ever hang out with someone in real life, like somebody like Lily or whatever, and we go to restaurants and stuff, usually people are like, oh wow, I can't believe he's so polite. Like, I'm gonna sit there and like tell my server to kill themselves or some shit. But I'm very, very, very polite with everybody in our. So like, even if I was black, I would be really polite. I don't know if that would be enough though, I'm not sure. But like, looking back, like, I guess there have been some experiences with cops that make me think. The number one thing I can think of, I thought I was gonna have to kill myself. And I've said this on stream before. I thought I was gonna have to kill myself. When I used to drive to Malvern, Iowa to pick up Chris so we could do our poker nights with my Greek friends, my little Malacca buddies from the casino. And I got pulled over for going very fast. It was either 125 or 135 on the interstate. I thought I was fucked. I thought my life was over. I thought the guy was gonna throw me in jail. I thought it was gonna be like a fucking like felony conviction. I thought it was gonna be really, 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 really bad. But the police officer, well, not only because I was driving that fast, but because Chris also had weed on him too. I don't even know what the charge for that would be. I just know that like I'm not the type of person to ever get in like legal trouble. So I have no, so any type of like charge seemed like the end of the world to me at the time. But the cop not only didn't like search my car or anything for whatever reason, I don't know why. But the cop also let me walk. He didn't arrest me. He didn't impound my car. He didn't make me post bail or anything. Like he was like, here you go. Here's your fucking $550 speeding ticket or whatever. And then I just drove away. I couldn't believe that. Holy shit. But so I don't know. Like, I mean, I was really polite, but like if I'm black there, do you think you would have pulled me over regardless? I don't know. Holy shit. Do blood moons increase the truffle worm spawn rate? Mimic, where? Wait, no rare creatures. It was a YouTube cop? You got pranked? No, I didn't get pranked. Because when I got pulled over a year later, I found out that my license was fucking suspended from pleading guilty to that ticket. Which I did not know at the time. Because I would have gotten a lawyer for it. Although I say that, but then in other cases, I had a cop arrest me. I remember when me and Nicole were driving, Blue Tea Nicole, not Bad Bunny Nicole. When me and Nicole were driving from one of the MLGs through Louisiana, I went to one of those. I went through a fucking small town. God damn, guys, this is the way you get the worst tickets. I've been arrested twice for that shit. If you're going through small towns, they will throw whatever the full maximum fucking shit at you they can, and it's like a fucking joke too. I remember that I was going through a small town once, and I got pulled over for some shit, and I think I wanted to even plead the ticket. And I remember that I actually drove back to this shit-ass little fucking small town. I don't even remember what state it was in. Fuck, this was so long ago. And when I showed up in court, I was the only person in court that day. I'm pretty sure the court was like attached to a fucking church. I felt like I was in like a fucking senior citizen retirement home. And when I got there, the judge just like laughed at me. And he was like, all right, dude, like we're not really gonna do this. Like, let's just go to our office and then you can write out a check for the ticket. And I'm like... I didn't want to argue with it. Like, okay, I guess. So I like drove all the way there for fucking nothing. I'm pretty sure that was like, I'm pretty sure that city though had like literally like 3 fucking cops and a judge. Cause I'm pretty sure the cop that pulled me over, he had like badge number 1 or some shit. It was some retarded fucking shit. Do you get anxious around cops? I get super anxious around cops. Holy shit. Well, technically right now in Nebraska, I don't have a front license plate on, which you could technically get pulled over for. So I guess I get nervous for that reason, but... I'm never putting a front license plate on my car. Fuck that shit. They look fucking horrible. Where is the truffle worm? Do you see it? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. Another one. Another one. In some states, they make you put license plates on both sides of your car, the front and back. In some states, they don't. I don't know what's more common. But Nebraska is one of those states where you have to have a license plate on the front of your car. But the RS doesn't come normally with a place on the car for a front license plate. And I don't want to fucking drill it in. It looks like shit. Plus your airflow, your intercooler. Plus it just looks bad. They have a front license plate. It looks like shit. Look at how nice the front of this car looks. Why would I fuck up my air intake down here? I'm pretty sure this is your intercooler, right? Why would I fuck that up by hammering a fucking ugly ass license plate over it? And our license plates are ugly as fuck. Nebraska license plates look like shit. Fuck that shit. You shouldn't have voted on some ugly ass fucking license plate design if you wanted people to fuck their cars up by putting them on the front of your car. Fuck that. That looks ugly. Nah, fuck that shit, dude. No, I'm not gonna plaster an ugly fucking license plate on the front of my car. Fuck that. It looks horrible. Nope. What are you guys doing here? Fuck off. Go away. No one likes any of you. Also, where is this mimic? Oh, right there. What? Is the aesthetic value of not having a license plate worth whatever they'll fine you? Oh yeah, because the fine is probably like $50 or some shit. So I would just keep paying the fine over and over again. And that'll be my, I'll just call it my no front license plate fee. I gotta keep my car looking good for stream. That's a business expense. Oh no, I should have been farming for a trough. What the fuck is that? Oh, my teleporter. Wait, what drops the trough again? It's like werewolves or some shit, isn't it? It's like a 1% chance? What the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of here. I don't think cops enforce that real much, but they generally use it as an excuse to pull you over if they don't like you. Well, yeah, but I don't have like any warrants out or anything, so it's not like if the cop wants to pull me over, he's just wasting my time. The worst time I ever got pulled over was there was a cop that pulled me over and he told me to get out of my car, and he said he was uncomfortable because I had a CCW. That, I was not happy with that. Oof, if I was like an uptight like white person, I would have asked for that dude's supervisor. I would have got that motherfucker. I would have thrown the book at that dude. Fuck that shit. Fucking pull me out of my goddamn car because I have my legal right to bear arms is being exercised. You little motherfucker. I thought that dude was gonna fucking kill me. Wait, what drops the trough? Pedguin, there's a monster that drops the trough. Which one is it? Yeah, I was feeling mighty infringed. Do you hip carry or appendix carry? I don't know what the fuck appendix carry is. That shit is on my hip, dude. Ready to be drawn so I can execute my defensive strategies. The dripplers, okay. Isn't your Glock 17 a little big to hip carry? No, you just do it in the spring or the fall with your blue jacket. I'm a small dude, so if I hip carry anything, I have to have a jacket on. Unless I get like a single stack. I'm never gonna get a trough again, dude. Why not show it off to everybody? People that open carry, in my opinion, are the worst fucking types of people. Fuck that shit. We've talked about this on stream before. With an integrated silenced barrel? You can do that? With a subsonic 22? Could you really kill somebody? I can't imagine shooting someone in the chest with a 22 with subsonic ammo. Do you even penetrate the skin? I'm being a little bit mean, but would it? Also, why do you need subsonic ammo for self-defense? What the fuck? You just shoot them a shitload? Shoot them in the eye socket. You need to make sure no one knows you're defending yourself. SR-22. Oh, I had to have this insurance for a while. Wait, what is an SR-22 gun? A Ruger. $10 rounds, 22 long rifle. Why do people buy guns that look like this? Why would you do this? What the fuck is wrong with you? Holy fucking AIDS. Now give me that shit in blue. And I'll do it. What the fuck? Is this a polymer or like steel or whatever? It's all like plastic stuff now, right?
Yee.
Maybe I should build an AR-22 with that Blizzard money. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll think about it. Okay, what are we doing? I have a gun like that in pink. It does the same damage as the blue one. Fuck off. It's supposed to be lightweight. Yeah, making a concealed carry gun, lightweight is probably an important part of it for. Ruger makes amazing guns, in my opinion, but I respect your love for the Glocks to me. I've never heard anything bad about Ruger. I don't think I've heard bad about most manufacturers. Usually people complain about, like for HK or whatever, usually people will bitch about how their guns are like twice as expensive as like everybody else's, like comparably. I can get you anything from Ruger for half off? Wait, really? I don't believe you.
Can I have a blue BB gun for my birthday?
Nice. Do you honestly feel like you need a gun for self-defense or just memes? I don't know, a little of both. Why not, dude? Live in America, it's a dangerous place, my dude. Okay, do you think that I can solo kill this Duke Fishman boss, or do you think I'm gonna get fucked doing it? Firing guns at a range against the terms of service? Who the fuck knows? I mean, I've done it a few times and I've never gotten in trouble for it, but maybe one day they'll just randomly decide to ban me for it and go, oh, well, you just didn't get banned before because nobody noticed. Huh, okay. Ugh, these colors, why? I need to stop pushing. I need to buy a sick-ass sight for my Glock. That's what I need to do. I keep looking at that one reflex sight and I never get it. Oh, fuck. Wait, where's the... Oh, he's walking around down there. Oh, no, not you. Fuck off. Wait, you don't even have shit for me. Killing people based on their political views is 100% okay, yes or yes, Destiny. Oof, I mean... I would argue that it can be morally permissible, yeah. But, oof, those are some spicy memes. We're into spicy meme territory at that point. Are you kidding me? Here's ready for the shit roll. Here we go, boys. Fuck! An example of someone... So, here's my thing, okay? Let's say that you are a colored person that lives in the United States. By colored person, I mean literally anybody that's not white. Or maybe I should say non-white person or person of color, okay? Fuck, I've been talking too many races. Let's say that there is somebody who unironically, like somebody like Tara McCarthy, that advocates for the creation of laws that would have you and your family exported from the United States such that, like if you said no, they would do it by force. I feel like I feel like you can make a moral argument for why you have a right to enact violence, like real violence, not just political violence, against these types of people. I feel like there's a moral argument that you can make there, right? Where it's like, well, if this person gets their way and votes the way that they want to and do everything they want to, my family will either be removed or killed in this country. So I have a right to, you know, preempt that. I feel like that's an argument that could be made. There's a fishing rod in here somewhere, guys. Please, God, help me find it. Oh my fucking God. Somewhere. Oh, got it. If you had to choose between a perfectly functioning capitalistic society and perfectly functioning communist society, which would you choose? I don't know. It's hard to say. Probably the capitalist one. But I'm not sure. I'd have to think about it more. I don't know. Well, I mean, if they're both perfectly functioning, they'd probably be equal, right? If both of them were perfectly functioning, I'd probably be okay with either one. I don't know. Well, because any perfectly functioning thing is going to perfectly address the needs of all of its people. I love this guy. Holy shit, he's awesome. How fast are we traveling on this, dude? $33 miles per hour. What a memer.
Hi.
Don't you have a railroad yet? Nah, what the fuck is the point?
Hello.
Hello. I think my League account gets unbanned tonight, like at 9 o'clock or some shit. So that's when it was banned. They probably did like an exact time or whatever. Oh no. I can't win this event on my own, can I? Wait, we're not even in space, are we? Oh, we are. Yeah, I guess we are. Wait, does that make a UFO event? Hi. Wait, was I supposed to kill that? Is that going to make the event happen, or does that make the event not happen? You're supposed to hit it and then let it run. Oh, fuck. Well. Dude, fuck off. You guys are shit. Look at how sad and pathetic you are. Don't even try it. I love how tabbing out makes my other computer lag when I have Terraria on. I wonder why. tried the new Slay the Spire character? Nope. Alright,
Hey
boys,
man,
good luck.
I'm probably one of your oldest Twitch subs. Can't even begin to describe how happy I am for some Gingerly League content. Reddit can hate all they want, but your true fans love watching you do League.
Wow, thanks, dude. Did you say you're gonna build your AR in 22 caliber? Why not 5.56? What? No, it would be a normal 5.56. Fuck 22. All right. Holy shit.
One year of leftist brainwashing feels good, man.
Where did she go?
More proof that Twitch subs are fucking retards.
I'm sorry. Fuck, I keep missing. This needs to be farther out. Am I being a piece of shit? Is this like really bad? If it makes you feel better, I can't do this in the last phase. I don't know if I have the damage to kill him in phase 2 before he kills me. Oh, whoops. Oh, hey, that's not nice. Fucking shitter. Hey, this is what we were looking for, right? This item? Is it actually better than our current items? Wait, really? If you wanted anything from Ruger, I do work, then get you anything half off. Wait, are you actually serious? What would I get from Ruger? What's like the best Ruger shit if I can really get shit half off? The bubbles do full damage. feel like let me go see if I can. I don't have the money to roll anything better. Go to a target dummy. This is gonna be hella expensive to reforge, I know. It's gonna be like 30 gold. Only 11 gold? Oh shit. And I got the exact same fucking roll. Okay, sounds good. Can we please listen to some music? Legend of Zelda Mix Part 2, Lo-Fi Hip Hop. Alright guys, we're selling some shit. That's what we're gonna do. Page 80. The 22 Charger? This thing looks retarded. Wait, that's 79. Or 80. He said 80 of the PDF. I don't even know how. Oh, never mind. Maybe of the PDF. What's on 80? The classic single shot, this thing? Is this like a lever action or whatever rifle where the whole thing comes down? Hey, fuck off. Is Kyle gonna get mad at me if I sell all this shit? Am I gonna introduce Nathan to shooting? Yeah, at some point when he's old enough. I gotta deal with this fucking ADHD shit. I took him to a psychologist and she seemed comfortable with the ADHD diagnosis, so now we have to go talk to a physician and shit. Oof. Oh, you really do buy back for the same price you sell it for. That's pretty convenient. You're okay with ADHD drugs affecting hormone memes, or is that just a fake meme? I've never heard of that. I mean, I'll read about it, but the big problem I have that, basically the big thing that I'm running into is that I've now got 3 separate personal accounts. Welcome to the anecdotes, boys, although the empirical evidence all points to medication. But I've got 3 different personal accounts now of people that were like, yeah, you know, I had ADHD and my parents really wanted me to like work through it and whatnot in school and whatnot. And then, you know, later in life, I ended up taking drugs. And so far, everybody that I've talked to has told me that they have a huge regret for not starting medication earlier, that they felt like they'd missed like a huge chunk of their life because their parents didn't want them to medicate earlier. So that's what I have to make sure I'm not doing to Nathan, right? My own personal views are irrelevant on it. It doesn't matter. I can't make the choice to fuck his life over because I personally, you know, wouldn't do drugs or something. That's really stupid. Godly. Holy shit, we're so good. I'm just so goddamn good. Have you thought about seeing if you have ADD yourself? I think it's all called ADHD now, right? I don't think I would ever take drugs. I don't think I would. I don't even think I have a good reason not to. I just wouldn't. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. So even if I had ADHD, I don't know if I would care. Although apparently ADHD is like 75% heritable, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It's hard to say like whether or not I have ADHD because like people with ADHD can still do stuff that they really enjoy doing, right? And but I always do stuff that I enjoy doing, so it's hard to tell right one way or another. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's ADHD with different. Yeah, there's like ADHD. There's 3 different. Well, there's 2 different distinctions for it, and the third one is like combines the 2. It's ADHD type. PI or I, and then C is like a combination of the 2, right? When can he make a truly informed decision though? Should you not guide him on what you think he should do? Well, I don't like the idea of taking like drugs for your mind for like a variety of personal reasons, but if the empirical data, and from what I'm aware of, ADHD is like one of the most fucking studied like mental disorders like of all time. Like all of the empirical data points to positive outcomes from medication. Like you won't find empirical data from what I've seen that contest this. For me to tell my son, like, I'm not going to give you drugs because I think it's a bad idea, when literally the entire APA would crucify me for saying something like that, is a really fucking horrible way to view, like, doing something for your child, in my opinion. It's like a really selfish, fucking stupid way to view that, you know? If that makes sense? If you had experience with certain disorders, I think you'd feel differently. Yeah, it's totally possible. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't give him meds when he's that young, but if he starts getting real fucked up, then maybe. Yeah, but like that's the worst mentality. Like, let's say that I do that, right? I'm like, okay, Nathan, I'm not gonna give you any drugs. We'll wait and see what happens. And then let's say that he gets to like 7th grade and he has, you know, fewer friends in school. He's in general very unhappy, which is like your number one thing. You should always be looking for the well-being and happiness of your child, right? And then you're like, okay, well, you know, Nathan, man, your life is pretty fucked up now. Let's go ahead and try the medication. Like, why would you do that? Why would you fuck your kid that way? No. Especially in these earlier years of their lives where they're so, where everything is so important, right? Also, like, having a mental disorder like that impacts your everything about you too. Like, that's another thing I guess that people don't understand as much, right? I read something. It's like a normal child will get like 300 instructions in a day, like 300 commands or instructions to do something. And a child with like ADHD can get upwards of like 1,500, right? Way more instructions. When you're constantly being corrected, constantly being redirected, like that stuff can have other impacts as well. You know, maybe you feel like, well, fuck, maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm a bad person. You know, maybe people don't like me as much. Like, I think it can bleed over into other areas as well, so... Have you had a doctor saying he might have ADD, or is it just input from the teachers right now? Well, it's input from the school psychologist, and then now we went and we saw an actual psychologist too that agrees. What does his mom think? I think his mom is against the idea of medication, but we have to have that conversation. It's not really an acceptable outcome for me. So, I mean, she'll come on board with what I'm thinking, regardless of whether she likes it or not. I didn't take meds until college, and I was pretty antisocial in middle and high school. Yeah, and that's what Bunny said. Bunny said the same thing, right? That she had ADHD and she didn't start medicating until college, and she had a huge regret for doing so, you know? A lot of habits get created too. I'm 25 now and just started being tested for ADHD. I don't have a diagnosis yet, but if I do get one, I can't imagine starting treatments earlier could have ever hurt. Yeah, sure. How do high-functioning adults get tested for ADHD and ASD and stuff? Wouldn't they have compensated for it for some degree? Yeah, it's possible, sure. Alright. We'll try this again. Mom, I actually thought I was autistic before I was tested for ADHD, lol. Well, that's valid. I mean, there can be crossover between the two of those, right? For a while, I was wondering if Nathan was autistic because, well, oh no, I don't think I ever was actually. But like, for instance, like one of the things that Nathan does, is that helps him a lot is he goes through like these sensory tunnels where like you crawl and like your body is given like a fuck ton of resistance to work through, and that can like calm your body or whatever and allow you to focus more. And that's something that helps kids with autism as well. So like ADHD could probably look similar, especially if ADHD leads to you being like antisocial and shit. I'm sure that ADHD could lead to you having appearances of being autistic as well, for sure, I'm sure. So it's not that ridiculous that if somebody has ADHD, you mix it up with autism. Do you think this is doing more damage? Okay, you know what? We'll try this. Holy shit. Is this cheating? Does he move faster underwater? Oh shit. We're about to have a video game crash going on here, boys. Fuck! I'm sorry. I find it pretty interesting that people have told you that their parents wanted them to just go through with it and later ended up doing drugs. Because I was diagnosed with it in 3rd grade or 4th grade, I stopped taking it for maybe a year and ended up getting into drugs also. Maybe if I had stayed on Adderall, I would have found things more interesting. I would have done better in school if I had not gotten addicted to heroin. Holy shit. Oh yeah, sure, Phantasm. Studies show that if you have ADHD and you are medicated, you have a similarly higher chance of abusing recreational drugs later in life. Yeah, sure, maybe. What things do you notice about Nathan to point towards your ADHD diagnosis? His behavior in class sometimes is like really, really bad. Not bad, but like he has a really, really hard time staying on task. Like, and this is like in general, like if I tell him to do something, if I leave him alone for 30 seconds, he can't fucking do it. And he has the same problem in school as well, where like for independent time, like he cannot stay on task at all. Like the teacher constantly has to redirect him. So this is when I started to wonder about it. And then, yeah, I just started to have meetings with the school people to see if we could figure out what's going on. What are we doing? More potions. Okay, swiftness, iron skin, and regeneration. I need to make more of these. Destiny, there is the problem with MDs and not speaking to parents and informing them on all options. There's a lot of behavioral therapy that can happen before jumping to hardcore stimulants. Sure, Nina, but like the study that I read said that given three things, doing medication, doing behavior therapy, and then doing medication and behavior therapy, that the children that did only medication had better outcomes than the people that did only therapy. So like it seems like the combination of the two is important, but it seems like the medication part is like a really important part of managing your ADHD. And again, like I'll read more into it before we actually pull the trigger on medication, but on a personal anecdote, one of my friends failed like half his classes in high school and was finally diagnosed with ADHD. Now he's graduated with a doctorate in math. Nice. Oh, sure, Nina. Wait, Nina, are you a physician or just, well, not just, I'm not trying to sound, but can you, do you actually have prescriptive powers? Somebody sent me an email with, somebody sent me an email with a website called GeneSight. Could I actually suggest this to his physician or will he laugh at me? Have you ever heard of this before? I don't care about this. I've heard that before, but what would the purpose be? Oh, I guess something to like find out like what ADHD medication works best for him without having to trial and error a whole bunch. I guess like in looking at like Nathan has had to work through a lot of stuff that I think is a little unfair, and I'm happy that he's still like doing like very well adjusted. I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can for him, right? Because he had the Vanderwood, which made his ability to speak has been severely hindered. He's still not as clearly audible as other children his age. Actually, I don't think he's as clearly audible as children that are years younger than him. So he's had to work through that, and then now the ADHD thing. But he still is like social in school. He still seems to have a lot of friends. He's still cognitively is still keeping up with the schoolwork and everything. So I guess I just want to make sure I'm doing everything I can for him because he's already had to work through more stuff than I think he should have to. The trial and error part of medication is really difficult, so if you can eliminate something that can't work... Yeah. That's why I want to... The trial and error with medication is so fucking shit. Watching women go through it with birth control is really fucking irritating. And then watching people go through it with antidepressants as well is like really, really irritating. Jesus. Okay, I need to make potions. We're getting ADHDing out here. Is it bad that he can't be 100% audible? I think he can be. He's getting there. It's just taking longer because of the physiological things going on with Vanderwood. But the It's just the thing is that like when you're a child, every problem you have can be compounded. If you can't speak well, maybe it means you've got a harder time making friends. Maybe it means you're more frustrated when dealing with adults. Like all of the issues can be compounded into one another, you know? You don't think it's just boys being boys? I think that parents are oftentimes really fucking retarded when it comes to evaluating their children. So the way that I do it is I just compare him to other people in his class. Nathan's behavior, the way that I would describe Nathan's behavior, if I'm talking to like a medical person, so that everybody's very clear, is I describe his behavior as atypical. That's the problem. I don't have a problem that like Nathan has a hard time focusing, or that Nathan, gets really excited, or, can't stay on task. My problem is that he can't do it compared to his peers. So if Nathan's behavior is exceptional relative to his peers in terms of maintaining attention and whatnot, then I think there's a problem. So I would never say it's just boys being boys when all the other boys in his class don't have the same problems that he does, I don't think that saying it's boys being boys is valid there. I think you have to explain the behavior relative to other people his age to see if it's abnormal or not, Which is how you test for a lot of those types of behaviors as well, right? There are different types of aptitude tests or whatever where people grade you and rate you based relative to your peers and whatnot. Can you explain the Vanderwood memes? So Vanderwood is a physiological syndrome. Disease? Vanderwood syndrome. Is a genetic disorder where it can cause a bunch of physiological things to happen. He doesn't have like a cleft lip or anything like that, but he does have his soft palate in the back of his throat can't get full closure when he's making noises, so he has a bit of something called hypernasality. So something you don't realize is when you're making noises like D or T, in order to make those noises, you have to have a closure in the back of your throat to do it. This is why his consonants sound so rough. So instead of saying like T, it'll sound like T. Or like, I want to walk the dog, because there's air that's escaping through his nose because he can't close this fully in the back of his throat. That's why his speech was so delayed for so long, because it's just gotten to the point where he's able to get closure back there. Give me my truff. I just want it. What are your experiences with antidepressants, trial and error? My psychiatrist and I have been talking about switching, but getting back to my current dosage would take 2 months, so I'm not looking forward to it. Watching, I guess, Aaron do the antidepressant thing. I don't remember if Bunny does antidepressant or not. I think she does. I could be wrong on that. But the big thing that I'm familiar with is trial and error with birth control, which is massive. Like, holy shit, birth control is like a huge impact. If this is why I try not to do this too often, but like, it's kind of mean to say to a girl, like, why don't you just get on birth control? Because it has like huge impacts on your body. You can go from having a small period, which means you don't have much flow, you don't get much cramping, to having horrible cramping and a fuck ton of blood, right? Such that you need to wear either much larger pads or change more frequently, or just feel more uncomfortable and kind of disgusting in general, more so than you already do. You can go from having no mood swings to massive mood swings, where a period might just makes you feel a little irritated, versus I literally want to fucking kill you because you didn't put your dish in like the sink or whatever. Like, it can have like your boobs can get bigger or smaller. Like, there's just a lot of dumb shit that happens in regards to birth control, and that's kind of like the most familiar I am in terms of living with somebody that switches around birth control to see how it impacts their body. And then watching Aaron do the antidepressants, like seeing how different antidepressants and even different dosages, like even something, it seems like really dumb, but even going from like 10 milligrams of an antidepressant to 5 can have you like massively fuck your mind for like a month. Like, it's insane. So yeah, I don't know, it's just everything dealing with like medication is like so much more complicated. If you've never had to take any of the medication, I think that you can take for granted how fucking difficult it is to get the dosages and the types of medication right, From my experiences, the gene testing meme was great. All my meds are ADHD and depression, changed for the better from the results. Yeah, that's awesome. I'll probably suggest that then. Speaking of boys being boys, do you think there is some merit to entertaining the idea of having different education for boys and girls due to cognitive differences? I don't know if those cognitive differences are real or are such such that boys and girls need different educations. I'm not entirely sure. That being said, if somebody were to tell me that we should individualize education more, I would 100,000,000% be more on board with that. 1,000,000,000,000 times over, for sure. Like, different educations for boys and girls, I'm not as sure of, but more individualized educations, 1,000,000% for sure. Because you can even say that in people with ADHD. For instance, like, getting Nathan to do free writing is really difficult in school, but if the teacher lets him write about, like, Transformers or some shit, he'll write more than, like, every other student in class. He'll go on, and he'll be totally motivated, and he'll be one. And I guess to some extent, I guess it's similar for me, because, like, I remember for my AP English 4 final, I had a 20-page paper, and I'm pretty sure I did that entire thing the night before. It was embarrassing. I mean, I did well on it because for whatever reason, I read enough, and English was something that was easier for me. But like, I'm pretty sure I did that whole thing the night before. I hated
Unicorn
studying in school,
Valley
dude.
Multiplayer
I could not.
is available. You should play it with Kyle
No,
Worth.
I'm not playing Stardew Valley. I could not. If it was boring to me, I cannot fucking study it for shit. And this is why I got fucked in college. And to some extent, my GPA in high school was pretty shit as well. But if it was interesting to me, like if it was related to my mud shit, or if it was related to like RuneScape, like I'll sit there and read and study. Like, and I'm sure that other people do this too, right? If something is more interesting to you, you can sit there and study for hours on end, you know? Like, Jesus Christ, if I had an econ class or sociology class where I had to do a report on fucking immigration, you better believe I'm doing that shit the day it's due. Like, fuck that shit. But if it's an immigration debate with Nick Fuentes, we're gonna work hella hard on that outline. Hell yeah. So, like, I don't know, like, having more individualized education might, or I think is probably, like, a really good idea. But in the United States, we're just not in a position to do that at all. Have you ever tried Adderall or Ritalin? No, never. Like I said, I'm just not a big fan of like mind-altering drugs. I think maybe deep down, I think I'm maybe uncomfortable with the idea. Like I talk about how like I believe in determinism and how we're all materialistic and whatnot, but maybe the actual implication of that is a little bit more uncomfortable. Maybe like deeper down, I'm actually not really comfortable with that idea that like my mind is just the product of a bunch of like neurochemical interactions and that I could pretty easily change that with a medication. I'm not sure. I don't know. I should probably spend like a day like thinking about that. I probably will in the future. Individualization is too straining in time. Teachers invented that in the 80s. The current memes are differentiating the classroom. Oh, sure. The interest things is complicated. Like there's a curriculum and it seems a bit memey to do polls and students to ask them what... Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I understand it's really difficult to do it, but... Fuck off. Are you scared that if you feel better on medication that you'd feel bad for not taking it earlier? No, I'm not going to talk about this on stream. Honestly, I really don't want to because I don't want a bunch of edgelords like taking anything I say, and inevitably some of you will, and then using that to preach against like medication or anything. So I'll think about this more, and then maybe at some future day we can have a conversation about it, but I'm not really comfortable giving opinions that fly very much in the contrast of everything we know empirically about these types of medications. Fripp. We'll do psychedelics at some point, okay? At the latest point, it will be when I go visit the offline GG house, probably. Although maybe, I don't know. Whew, I talked with Lily about that a little bit. I'm not sure. We'll see. Are you going to record it? No, definitely not. Some people, there's like a big difference in opinions or whatever. Like some people are very much like psychedelics are like a really fun like group experience and that you can like do music and stuff together, like all that's cool, but I have no desire to do that. Like I just want to kind of like think about stuff, I guess. So I don't want to do it like with a bunch of people or publicly. I pretty much just want to do it and just like stop and think, I guess. I don't know. You gonna talk about it afterwards? Yeah, sure. What the fuck? Why is my server
Could
lagging?
you talk about some EVE Online memes? Did you ever meet the mid honey?
No, I worked, I never wanted to do shit like that. Or, I'm sorry, I never wanted to, when I play games, I don't like to join the most powerful fucking dudes. It's not as much fun to me. So I never talked with or interacted with it. I was always, with people that were against the Mittani, I guess. Like, I was with Hero for, well, we were with Hero for a decent amount of time, I think, right? Everybody in that game is too much of a pussy. They're too risk averse. It's not fun. Who was the most powerful group on Rustopia? When we were in our prime, I would say it was probably us. I would say so, because we could raid anybody we wanted to, right? There was never a group that was beyond our ability to raid, was there? Would you say there was? I don't think there was. I could be wrong, but... Oh, I got a thing! Sick. It's common practice to do a lot of semi-planned fleets with other FCs if all you wanted was action to get any real traction, and Sov is a lot of autismo grinding. I don't think that's necessarily fun. Well, I think that is fun. The idea of all of that is fun, the autismo grinding for Sov and shit. What I didn't like was that, like, EVE is presented as, like, this free-form thing where anything can happen and worse can happen, but in reality, all the content is fake as fuck. It's all, like, super contrived. Like, let's go on a roam, guys. Maybe we'll run into somebody. And then, like, the FC's talking to, like, another FC, like, oh, dude, you guys go on a roam. We could totally meet up in space and fight. It'll be so much fun. Like, oh, dude. I felt like I was playing, like, tag with, like, grade schoolers. I don't know. It's just not... just seemed kind of dumb. Okay. Iron Skin Potion. Daybloom, Iron Ore, Lead. Water bottle. They actually do that? Yes, all of the content in EVE is super contrived. It's really retarded. It's nowhere near, like, if you if you think you know anything about EVE because of, like, cool videos you've watched that have, like, advertised it, you have no fucking idea, dude. Everything in that game is so painfully fucking contrived. It's literally cringeworthy. Like, dude, do you guys want to go fight in space? Like, I'll talk to another FC and we can all get our fleets together and go out and play with our spaceships, guys. It'll be so much fun. Like, oh my god. It's so fucking stupid, dude. There's, like, no random awesome shit that happens in that game. Everything is, like, hardcore contrived. Like, the most, like, spontaneous action you get is, like, camping on a gate with a bunch of fucking, like, dick riders that are trying to, like, kill people trading or whatever, like getting, like, cargo freighters. Like, oh, dude, did you see that sick kill I got yesterday? Like, oh, dude, what'd you do? Well, this giant jump freighter came through the gate and we bumped him off and we blew him up. Dude, look at the kill mail. 22 billion in cargo. Oh my god, dude, that's so cool. He totally got it. It's like, I don't know, dude. This shit was... that's not fun for me. I don't know. But some people enjoy it, so it's, you know, whatever gets your rocks off. You ever think about the impact you have on Nathan as an A-list celebrity? I don't think I'm an A-list celebrity, my dude. Would you give Star Citizen a try if/when it comes out? Star Citizen is never coming out.
Feliz Cinco de Mayo. Hope you enjoy your holiday.
Wow, thanks, dude. I'll try. You've had its moments, you had to make your content for too much, which would have been so bad if only everyone didn't just bat phone or something. Yeah, it's just dumb. Yeah, I agree. This is just a really, really shitty player base. The core game, like, could be, like, really fun, but... Like, the mechanics are there for the game to be awesome, but the player base is too scared to do anything. Like, if you want, like, an example of, like, really toxic shit, like, people are too scared to lose anything. They're a corporation, so if you wanted to join a corporation, they will literally look, because everything in that game, fucking everything in that game is logged, right? They'll look through, like, your history, your kill mells, and if you lose too much, if you die too much, they just don't let you into the corp, because it would have an overall, like, negative reflection on the corporation kill mel. Like, that's how, like, stupid and risk-averse everybody is. So, like, nobody would do anything in that game. Because if you die too much, like, oh no, nobody will want to, like, associate with you. And it's like, okay, well, like, half the fun of the game is, like... The mechanics are barely there, the tie-dye is unplayable. You don't have to have tie-dye to have fun in Eve.
Hey man, I used to be pretty left-leaning, studied English, learned critical theory, but recently I've been swayed to the socially conservative gingerly by comedians such as Sam Hyde. What do you have to say about this?
I don't know, good luck. I mean, if somebody like Sam Hyde is, like, pushing your political views, I don't know what to say to you. I mean, I got into the UFO mount? Nope. Want to make a giant teleportation pad leading from each end of the world? Fuck that shit. We tried out Planet Side 2? Nope. If you were to write a book, what would you title it? I don't know. I think I've gone through, like, my fair share of, like, difficult trials in life, so it would probably be related to, like, the things that I've gone through and how I'd overcome them. So I'd probably name it something like, I don't know, like My Struggle or something. A+ meme coming through, boys.
I genuinely want to hear you talk extensively about this phenomenon. I think how extreme the left has gotten recently have pushed centrists farther right. I see you as a person who forms independent opinions, and I respect that a lot.
The problem is that, like, what you think of the left as being extreme is that, like, a lot of that shit isn't even, like, really shit the left believes. Like, people say, like, oh, well, the left? Oh, well, like, no shit, there's radical people on the right. The left want to do things like take away money from all the white people and give it to minorities. Like, no? Nobody honestly on the left, like, advocates for this. Like, it's just, like, really dumb straw man positions from people like Sargon or whatever. So it makes it really hard, like, to evaluate, like, well, what is the left doing wrong? When it's like, okay, well, like, half the shit that, like, people say the left does, the left don't even really do, you know? Okay, changing directions is really slow. That's like our one big folly with this underground thing. And I don't think I can outrun him. Wait, can I? No way, this would be so stupid. Teleporter! Fuck! What do you think is a typical position on guns for someone on the left? Do they want to ban something? Guns would be one of those things that I think left-leaning people have extreme positions on. That's probably like the one issue I would say where left-leaning people are probably pretty extreme. Where I think that a decent number of left-leaning people would be in favor of like banning all guns or like most of them. At least urban left-leaning people. Why does that perception of the left exist? If you're right-leaning, you're gonna get really mad at me saying this, but the problem is that the left like purity tests so that it's good enough for like other left-leaning people, but I think that people on the left have a much higher standard when it comes to things like morality and shit, so they end up fucking themselves over it. So like an example I can give of this would be like Al Franken, for instance, like resigning, like no Republican would ever have their person resigning over those allegations. They fucking ran Roy Moore, you know? So like the left people will like hurt people on the left so that it looks good for people on the left, but like people on the right don't give a fuck about that. They're much more politically ruthless. The fuck? You fucking camping? Fuck you. Okay, no. When I say the left, I mean in the United States. I'm sorry. People like Marxists or socialists or whatever, well, Marxists, I guess you would say, I think are generally very, very pro firearms because they would argue that you need firearms in order to kill the ruling class, right? There'd be no way for any kind of like takeover to kill the capitalists without like access to firearms. So. Yeah, the revolution. Sorry. Don't Republicans resign for having gay sex in the bathrooms if they get caught? Yeah. Why does your mom think of Roy Moore and his allegations? That it's all deep state propaganda by Republicans to try to discredit a good man. Oh, I get it. He has bubbles that home onto you, and that's why this thing has like bubbles that home on. Okay, our DPS is really high. We're in like the thousands, like pretty consistently using this, I think. Or even higher, 1500. And like when I wait for him, all the bubbles build up. Or at least until they blow up.
Yeah, I understand that idea. When you put yourself in an echo chamber, you start to reinforce your own presuppositions. But I'm pretty sure there is a strong LGBT, SJW agenda being pushed on kids right now. That's what I mean by extreme left.
But like what agenda? Wait, so like what exactly are you talking about? Like what agenda is being pushed? You can type in chat, so you don't have to like donate every time I ask you a question.
Love you, man. Would you ever do Joe Rogan's podcast?
Yeah, if you ever want to be on, of course. The exposure alone, of course.
Maybe if that other donator went gay, he could actually get laid.
Do you think it's easier for gay people to get laid? Crushing this guy. What else am I farming this guy for? Alright, last one, I guess. We could get the wing. Oh, the wings. That's what we were doing. Aren't the beetle wings just as good? I don't fucking know. Somebody said these wings were a little bit better.
$38 years. Wow, bonus meme.
38 years, dude. You're one of my oldest subs, man. Can I just get the wings here? Just give me the wings, right here. No. Deadly Tsunami. Shoots 5 arrows at a time. Holy shit. That bow is OP. Give it to Kyle. Kyle is a summoner, dude. Holy shit. This is pretty good considering I have no ranged armor.
Moshi Moshi, my dude Nathan Weeb.
What do you think of the over-sexualization of characters in media? Do you care at all? I mean, I think it's a lot less now than it used to be, no? This bow is like insanely good. What's the best range armor I have access to now if I wanted to use this bow? Shroomite? Defense is 51. As opposed to, 73 with my beetle armor. I feel like if I was using like gesture arrows with this bow, that I would like run out of arrows like super fucking fast though, no? I'll bank it. Oh, maybe use it later. Do these bubbles do damage? Oh yeah, it's magic, I see. Oh, it only consumes 1 arrow per shot? Oh, holy shit.
I was wondering if maybe you'd like to go to the beach and...
This is like best case scenario though, right? Hold on.
Did you see this announcement by Trump?
Nope.
If yes, what did you think of it?
We condemn all crimes against people of faith, and today we are launching another historic action to promote religious freedom. I will soon be signing an executive order to create a faith initiative at the White House. Thank you very much. The Faith Initiative will help design new policies that recognize the vital role of faith in our families, our communities, and our great country. This office will also help ensure that faith-based organizations have equal access to government funding and the equal right to exercise their deeply held beliefs. We take this step because we know that in solving the many, many problems and our great challenges, faith is more powerful than government, and nothing is more powerful than God.
What about Allah? Do you think this funding will be available to all religious people? Yikes. Do you think I should keep this Typhoon book if neither of us are really using magic? Or the gun?
I think you will.
Don't speak. For some moments in life, there are no words.
Do you think if someone is blind, they should not be counted as a viewer on Twitch? What the fuck? Alright, the next stuff is like the lunar shit, right? Which I guess I'm just waiting on Kyle for. Running commercials, be careful. I'll go look for the UFO shit. Oh, our old fishing spot. If you thought about keeping an early stream schedule to be nice to your viewers, listen. The only reason why I've had an early stream schedule is because I ran out of 24-hour shields on Lord's Mobile, so I can only shield for 8 hours at a time, so I have to wake up after 8 hours no matter what. That's the only reason we're streaming for EU people, okay?
How else would I guarantee that my message get read? Winking face. Anyway, the LGBT agenda. I think they want to make kids gay. I know that's a stretch. But can you play devil's advocate and argue that point for a second?
Playing devil's advocate? I mean, I guess if they can make more kids gay, that means more voters and more people to support their agenda? Would be like the devil's advocated positions? I'm not sure how you make kids gay, though.
It's controversial because some
I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms. At Kitten I lie awake in agony until my heart attacks put me to sleep.
Nice.
were not comfortable identifying people as gay. They did not out themselves, or the conclusion lacked evidence. And secondly, these courses are not optional, meaning parents cannot opt out.
Okay.
Welcome to elementary school, where in California the law requires a fair, accurate, inclusive, and respectful treatment of lesbian, gay, bi, and transsexual Americans.
I think what's going on here is an effort to politicize history.
We're not trying to make anybody gay. We're not saying there's an agenda. We're not saying that these people are better than other people. All we're saying is this is another group of Americans, and they face certain prejudices.
The state required publishers like Mark Jarrett to include the sexual preferences of prominent historical figures, among others, activist Jane Addams, writers Emily Dickinson and Nathaniel Hawthorne, and President James Buchanan, though evidence is inconclusive.
I think we should say Buchanan, he never married. He had a very good friend who was living with him. He may have been gay. On the other hand, at that time, being gay was seen as something evil and wrong.
The state approved Jarrett's text for 8th graders. In it, he refers to stagecoach driver Charlie Parkhurst as a woman who identified as a man. Baron von Steuben, who helped Washington at Valley Forge, may have been gay. Poet Walt Whitman was drawn to young men in parks and dance halls, but denied his same-sex preferences in public.
Much of this is speculation. It's not good history.
The state rejected publishers who refused to label some figures as gay and forced another to insert the word lesbian when referring to astronaut Sally Ride.
Read the YouTube comments in that video? Fuck no. I'm good on that, dog. Okay, I think I got really lucky when I saw that one UFO, and I'm too lazy to make battle potions.
They make kids gay by putting gay characters in TV shows, movies, etc. You can't watch anything on TV without gay people being pushed in your face. I'm not talking about getting voters, I'm talking about ideology. Gay people don't make babies.
Are you, Oh, gay people don't make babies. Oh, because you're talking about the Jewish shit. I don't think you were ever left-leaning, my dude. I don't know why you're... I mean, these are pretty memey donations. Is this Harkton on another account? I don't think there's any empirical data that says that exposing people to gay people makes them gay. Is that true? I feel like if there was, I feel like I would have that thrown at me all the time. Here's the real meme, okay? I can solve all of the ethno-state alt-right problems in one fell swoop. Are you ready for it? Here's how it goes, okay? We no longer allow male immigrants, and boom, every fucking problem is solved, okay? Firstly, way less fucking crime, okay? Because women don't commit crimes, fucking men do. It's like 90 to 10. It's like massively disproportionate. 2, now you've solved all the problems with the incels can't getting a woman because there's gonna be way more women than men. There we go. 3, you can be banging all the women, making all the babies. Now you fixed all your problems, right? That's it, dude. Why don't they ever advocate? Why don't they ever advocate for just allowing women immigrants? There you go, dude. Forget about the part about deporting men. Well, we'll just only let in female immigrants and then eventually it'll balance out, right? And then we have to deport the Chads as well. White Chads included. Oh, fuck. I need my goddamn league account back. Stop.
Busy night, but
Stop.
there's always
Oh,
room
no.
for another.
Why are you being so loud? Stop. What the fuck? We have to beat these old runs for Harkin, guys. We still haven't done it. Oh, I think I surrendered because I had a shit drum.
Throw versus a giant rat.
For Doomhammer.
What the fuck are these cards? Have you seen Artifact? That's the one with the big alien meme? Yeah.
As you'll be getting stronger, monsters be getting pecuniary elasticity is an important part of Kobold Empire. Let's mark it like a...
Wow, nice draw, dude. Nice top deck. Ah, your minions have +1/+1. Start with an extra mana crystal. Your spells cost 1 less. Fuck me. Oh, but we got Jade Memers. Okay, never mind. Maybe this is the urn.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. For Doomhammer.
I told you, Kobold.
Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like the frogs. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you.
Nice job. Have we watched this on stream before? You guys all saw the way that the dinosaurs ends, right? It's like super fucking dark. Nice.
Handle it.
I'm not trying to be memmy. I'm a real person. I definitely was on the left for a long time. I studied English in school and they indoctrinate you with all sorts of cultural Marxism. I just wanted to hear your opinion on them.
I don't know, my dude. You gotta watch out for those cultural Marxists. They'll get you every time.
Elements guide me. Tazdingo! Yes!
So if you didn't know, the dinosaurs is literally like, it's just like a sitcom, like a family sitcom. Am I gonna lose this game? What the fuck is going on here? There's no way that we have like legal here, right? I don't think.
I can't give that minion a turn to get ready. Elements guide me.
Oh my god! Are you serious? Oh, I shouldn't have faced it, I guess. Fuck. What a memer.
Could I have everybody's attention? There's something I have to say. First of all, Stan, I have to apologize to you.
Yeah, sure.
I now
whatever.
realize that building that wax fruit factory on your mating ground was wrong. Oh, sure, wax fruit's important, but so are bunch beetles.
Gee, that's big of you, Earl. But I'm still feeling kind of blue. Maybe if there was someone holding me to her comforting bosom, Oh, I'll take it.
And I guess I owe the rest of you an apology, too. You know, for bringing on the end of the world and civilization and everything.
I always knew you'd screw things up. I just didn't know how bad.
Mother, he said he was sorry.
And I know I put too much faith in progress and technology, and had too little respect for nature. But it's so easy to take nature for granted because it's always there. And technology is so bright and shiny and new.
We understand, sweetheart.
Understand what?
Well, little guy, what happened was Daddy was put in charge of the world, and he didn't take real good care of it. And now it looks like there won't be much of a world left for you or your brother and sister to live in.
Are we gonna move?
Well, no. There's no place to move. This is the only world we got.
But what's gonna happen to us?
Well, I don't exactly know.
But whatever it is, nobody's gonna leave you.
That's right, little guy. We'll all stay together.
Yeah, and hey, I'm sure it'll all work out okay. After all, dinosaurs have been on this earth for 150 million years. And it's not like we're gonna just disappear.
Time for
taking a look at the long-range forecast, continued snow, darkness, and extreme cold. This is Howard Hendrick. Good night. Goodbye.
That was the last episode of the sitcom. Holy shit. That was so dark. Why does my Hearthstone lag? Do I just not have a computer good enough to run this?
Get moving! The blade be thirsty.
I mean, it seems like it's trying to promote a positive message, not that dark. Well, yeah, but you generally don't kill off all the characters on your, like, family-friendly sitcom. What does this do when it dies? Oh, dark card, whatever. Really?
Go now! Your torture will continue.
Why am I having trouble with the level 2 fucking dude? This is retarded. What the fuck? We ever play more Battle Right? No, probably not.
Let the pain speak to me.
But maybe. But probably not. But probably not. Deal 2 damage and unlock your overloaded crystals. That sounds good.
Close your eyes and hear my dang memes.
I agree, dude.
Job's done.
If you're not gonna do Battle Right again, why do you still advertise it? Because listen, I'm slated to remove all that shit as soon as I do my emails, okay? We need to do those right now, guys. We're slacking. Not a single death cry minion. Feels fucking good, man.
Thrall versus Randolmar.
The fact that you dismissed me as a meme is very telling. I am not a meme. I am a real person. I think they are trying to stop the production of white babies by advocating for Middle Eastern immigration and the LGBT kitten. Maybe I'm crazy.
Maybe, dude. I don't know. Maybe we'll never know.
Nice to meet you. Elements, chill out.
What could this be? Mage secret.
Chill out. Elements guide you. Ready to ride.
Fuck it, dude. Give me some memes. Give me a good meme. Yeah, that's not a good meme, but I'll take it.
Elements guide you. Chill out.
What rank did I get in Hearthstone? I don't remember. I don't even remember, honestly. I don't think we broke rank 1000, did we? Oh no, fuck. I fucked up.
Your strength wanes.
Yeah, it did.
Handle it.
Into the
That's
breach.
not a valid target. Turn away. Only doom awaits below.
Sure. Right? Yeah, fuck it.
Go crazy boombox when winning no longer option.
Sure.
Sturmy be making little wax buds. Oh, she is being big fun at kobold parties.
Thrall versus Waxmancer Sturmy.
For Doomhammer.
I make the pretty pretties. Such pretty wax pretties.
That's such a funny line, dude. He says pretty so many times. Oh man. What a meme, dude.
Stage A woke, boys. Saturn wants to control your gut, your root chakra. Don't let it. Porn. Gay sex, cuckoldry, substance abuse, technology, social media, and video games are all tools of Satan. You go, girl.
Nice. Isn't your league ban over today? Yeah, but it's later tonight.
Wax on.
Chill out.
Can you listen to the Cinco de Mayo song?
They say I calm down since the last album. Will lick my dick, how does that sound? Smell my gooch, you could kiss my buns. And I don't give a shit, bend my rectum. Somebody said Benz make her done. She think you're getting cash, no bitch, you're dumb. The only thing that you're gonna get is this dick. Wait, turn this up, bitch, this my jump. Here, take a goddamn picture and tell Spike Lee he's a goddamn nigger. And why you're
Whoa! He said it with the hard R.
My shield for Arthur.
I should have killed this, shouldn't I have? Oh wow, he has the perfect amount of damage. How convenient. Why is this shit lagging so hard? What is going on my computer right now? More details. What's wrong?
Golems are a girl's best. Wax off. Mind if I roll need? Golems are a girl's best friend.
Do you think he'll lethal me quicker than I'll lethal him? We'll figure it out.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
Why is he getting my cards? Oh, summon a 1/1 copy of me. Oh, fuck you, dude. This guy's a genius. He's not targeting the minions to give me more fucking dudes, but he flooded his board with shit cards, so I guess he's not that smart. Give me a good ass fucking card. Yeah, not exactly what we wanted, but you know, it works. What's your i9 clocked at? Very, very low, but I'm playing on my i7 computer. Did on MrMoon.com? I don't know. We'll know on Sunday. They're working on it. Ask Sluggless. Hooray! Any death rattles? Nope. 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 Destruction, sure. Are you playing for a game this weekend? Listen, Mr. Moon, all I want to do is play League of Legends, and they are billions, okay? The client, Hearthstone client limits frame rate at lower graphics resolutions. I mean, the resolution, oh, quality medium, what the fuck?
Hey, wanna buy some fungus?
You think that was the problem? Why was the quality on medium? Oh shit, it's so much better now. What the fuck? Oh my god, I feel like I just upgraded my computer.
Job done.
Well, okay. Wait, what is this shit? Craft a custom mushroom potion. Yeah, I'll give you my mushroom potion if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
What the fuck? I have no fucking minions. What the fuck is this cucky bullshit?
Yeah, this bad, real bad.
Why aren't you playing the new adventures? Because I haven't beaten these ones yet.
Side effects? No.
What the fuck? Is this guy's goal to like mill me or?
Smell this.
And before he's got removal.
Yeah, you want some? Too bad.
Wow, cool. Twitch tries bounty board approach, setting streamers up for sponsored streams.
attention, class.
Oh, eh. Whenever you cast spell, summon a 1/1 Violet Apprentice. Violent Apprentice.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
Nice to meet you.
Pay attention, class.
This was not in my contract.
Wait, what the fuck is this cookie bullshit? Good luck. Oh no, that's friendly minions too! That card is nowhere near as good as I thought it was. Okay, well, what are you gonna do?
Turn to get ready.
What, I thought I had the death rattle thing. Or was that on my last playthrough, I guess? I'm fucked, dude. I just totally fucked myself, by the way. Hobson, no words. Oh shit, you think he does a whole song without saying any words?
Man, rap today fucking sucks bad. I don't give a fuck with anybody.
Oh, he talks about how horrible all rap is except for his rap.
These fools ain't spitting no type of dope shit. But that's not even the bad part. They're not even saying words anymore. They just got a hard-ass fucking beat to trick dumbasses like you to make you think you like the shit. Play that fucking beat. We got some real fucking mentally retarded rappers in the game. I know for a fact nobody know what the fuck these dudes be saying. Wait, turn my reverb and my auto-tune on real quick. This is what the fuck they be doing.
Yeah, shout out that mother. I put it on money, I beat it on niggas, I put it on $10 my dollar. I roll in the city, my nigga. You got me to tip it, this shit on my mama. Took some dollar, dropping them niggas, getting the money, got it to put it, put it, my dollar. I tell you niggas, I pay with it, I take it, I love you. I tell you, you pay with it, I say what I say, what I say, what I love you. I give it, you pay with my niggas, the niggas are got in the day. I went to the doctor, he looked at my nigga, and he said, I got baby. I'm down, niggas, down, bitch, I know. Shit down to do a nigga, bitch, I know. Mama, daddy, shit, it's gonna stand a bitch, I know. Shit down a bitch, I know. I know, that bitch, I know.
God damn it.
I tell a bitch, I know. I tell a bitch, I'm not like that. I tell a bitch, I know. I tell a bitch, I know. I tell a bitch, I know.
Now watch these dumbasses be like, hey, that shit was hard though, bruh.
This is unironically the best Hobson song, though. That's the real meme.
And that's why companies are thriving. It's a very important factor, especially in this day and age.
Okay.
You dying now.
There we go. Like this?
The market being so saturated. And that's my presentation on marketing.
Just a
Thank you.
Uh-oh. What's Hobson's presentation going to be about?
Okay, our next presenter will be Mr. Hobson. Marcus Hobson, the podium is yours.
I was taught that education is the only way to make it. Then how'd I get so much money inside my savings? My teachers never saw the heights that I was fucking aiming. Did the man who invented college go to college? Okay then. Am I the only one that noticed humans?
Did the man who invented college go to college? Okay then. That's gonna be my new favorite lyric of all time.
So much money inside my savings. My teachers never saw the heights that I was fucking aiming. Did the man who invented college go to college? Okay then. Am I the only one that noticed humans on the same shit? Y'all thoughts are selling on the same ship. And if that's the case, then that's the reason that you ain't shit. Let me enlighten you, my niggas, just let your brain drift. First of all, the best type of marketing is marketing that doesn't feel like marketing. It makes the people feel like they are part of it. And when it's done right, corporations think it's marvelous. They feed us these ideas and then we place them in our hearts to sit. It's why players are good at getting chicks. It's why Nike is good at selling kicks. It's why Disney is loved by all the kids. Why McDonald's owners is super rich. We too blinded to ever see him pitch. See, when this happens, we take our health, wealth, lives, and just hand them off, thinking that we did this.
I love the classroom raps where the students are like looking up and they like see the truth like slowly. They're like, oh my god, this truth sayer.
From organic thoughts, I know you've seen parents trick kids with candy toys and Santa Claus. The same method is used to trap adults, but instead of candy, it's with money, religion, drugs, and alcohol. Mention that shit in this school rouse us all. I done seen niggas get into fights over cigarettes like a pack of dogs. They get you hooked and then they laugh at y'all. I really hate to break it to you, but your life's being played. You have not witnessed the world cause you stuck in the matrix. Everything we have been taught was all a lie. Open your eyes, open your mind. Man, can't you see we're robots who know not what we do when we got no shot in the real world until we climb out of this ice cold box? Your whole life has been part of our whole plot to keep you at the bottom while they on top. Stay quiet, then they won't stop. They always trying to show us what we don't got. They do it to all of us till we finally break and go cop or go watch, knowing we need the cash for rent. My ass is sick, just thinking about how rich and powerful all these bastards get. They package ideas like it's oxygen. They make us feel like if we ain't got it, we fucked and we cannot fit in. This fucking system is not your friend. And understand they controlling your thoughts cause they got a lot to win. Niggas get turned away when I mention this. Ignorance is bliss, but I don't give a fuck. I don't censor shit. The matrix is real when you done entered it. It's way too intricate for you to ever realize that you fucking simpleton. I really hate to break it to you, but your life's being played. You have not witnessed the world cause you're stuck in the
I feel like I'm gonna lose. I feel like I should be like killing this guy instead of letting him build a board.
But did the man who created college go to college thinking?
What the fuck? What was that card? Oh yeah, we're pretty fucked.
Mushroom power!
God damn it! I'm gonna die to the king frog that I've created. I don't have any big. I don't think I'm even drawing anything. This is. I don't think I can. No, I don't think I can win this. Fuck this shit. This guy seems kind of OP. No, not really. I just had a really shit deck. I should have conceded a few rounds ago, probably. Or not rounds, but a few after my first draw. Who is Lil Pump?
Hey, what'd you say? What's the difference between America and the United States?
Bruh, the United States is more south than America, bro. America's in the north down here, you know what I'm saying? America right here,
Oh.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So that's the difference, bro.
Okay.
Troll versus a giant rat!
For Doomhammer.
Okay, if I don't get a good draw, and I mean like Jade Golems or some sick-ass fucking card, I'm gonna go get food over to this game, right? That's what we're doing. Fuck this shit. Just hit me up with the taunt. Throw the taunt out there, dude. God damn, I'm so good. I just call for it and I get it every time. Yeah, of course. Have you ever seen 6x9 on the Breakfast Club? Nope. Oh my god, does this guy have lethal next turn? No. Wait, could he draw could he draw it though? Holy shit. What the fuck? This dude is crazy. Okay. Fuck you, dude. You would like Lil Pump?
Be on the beat.
Alright, Death Rattle. Triggers twice.
Only way to sign this skid it. Hopping out the rave and skid it. Smashing on that bitch and skid it. Run the chair with no limit.
I can push my liberal agenda for a minute because it actually sounds nice. And he streamed with Ninja once #GodsPlan LUL.
I don't listen to songs for donations, okay? Don't do this shit.
That's a real one in your reflection. Without a follow, without a mention. You really piping up on these niggas. You gotta be nice for what to these niggas? I understand. You got 100 bands. You got a baby band. You got some bad friends. High school pics, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense. You already had them. Working 8 a.m. Finish.
Okay.
Hoisted by your own petard.
What did he call me? Okay, I'm gonna go get food. I'll be back in a bit. And then I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure it out. Why do I have who are these two new staff in my chat? Stale, I trust you. Who are these guys? What are they here for? What are you guys doing in here? What are you guys doing in here? I don't feel comfortable right now. Okay, look, I followed people. Follow channels.
Yeah, they need to basically engage
Shut
with
the
Collie's
fuck up. Okay, now how do I go to like see all my channels to see who's online? How do I see that? Followed channels. Show more. Is there no way to like see all the people you follow to like have it all like on the screen? Is there no way to do it? Oh shit, we gotta follow Steel too. Following / live. How would you click that through on the normal screen? Oh, I'm following Winter. Do I even know how Twitch works? Not really, no. I don't watch streams, dude. Fuck that. I'm following like all girls too. Nice. No, that's not all girls. Alright. Here you go. No makeup streamer. Good luck, boys. I'll be back in a bit, okay?